practice. Today we are bringing in mobility and dynamic hip movements and some upper body opening. It is a lovely short class if you want to feel more fluid, less stuck and more prepared for front split work. Let's start straight away, and we're going to start seated position. So find your comfortable position and bring your right hand down on the floor. Inhale, reach your left arm up, lift through the chest and slowly stretching to your right side. Just make sure here that you're not collapsing forward. The more you stretch, the more you come forward. I would like you to focus on lifting and creating more space. So if your hand is just above your head, that's totally fine. Just stay here. Or if you find more space on the right side, obviously you can stretch to that side a bit more. And release, bring your left hand down. Inhale, reach your right arm up, lift the chest. Then slowly, if you have more space, move into that space. And release. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, reach your left arm up, lift the chest and stretch to the right side. And release. Inhale, right arm's reaching up all the way to the left. And release. Bring your hands forward and walk the hands away from you as much as you can here. Relax your shoulders in your neck. With your next breath, walk the hands to the right hand side. Then slowly walk your hands to the left. Slowly walk your hands back again and then back towards yourself. Then come on your hands and knees. We're going to carry on with cat and cow. So inhale, lifting through the chest, your chin up, bringing your shoulder blades together, lower your belly down. Exhale, round your back and pushing through the palms and release your head down. Inhale, lift your chin, lower your belly. Exhale, round your back. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And release, bring the spine neutral position. Inhale, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, put it through under your left arm. Bring your right shoulder and your head down. Try to keep your hips square here. And then maybe you can take your left hand behind you, rest on the right hip. Stay in here, another 2 breaths. And release. hands and knees again. Inhale, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, put it through under your right arm. Left shoulder and your head down this time. And take your right hand behind you, rest on the left hip. And you can gently release back to all fours. Keep your hips over your knees and walking your hands forward. Resting your forehead down. And with every exhale, try to sink your chest down here. If you feel like you've got more space, you can bring your chin on your mat. And stay in here another 3. Start to walk your hands back into tabletop position and then bring the hips towards your heels. We're going to carry on with hip circles, so take the hips to the right hand side and then to the left. So a couple of rounds from right to left. And opposite direction from left to right. And bringing yourselves into the center. Now tuck your toes under and lift your knees up into downward facing dog. Start to pedal your feet here for a few breaths. And inhale, keep your right leg up and back, 3-leg dog, and bend your right knee here, and we're going to try to open the hips a little bit more, sending the right heel to the left side of the room. Stay in here another 2 breaths. And bring your right knee into your chest, place your foot down, lower your left knee down here. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, release your left hand down. And then take your right arm up towards the ceiling into a twist. Release your right hand down to the floor, but to the left side of your right foot. Walk the foot to the edge of your mat so you've got a little bit more space. Tuck your left toes under here, lift through the chest and knees off the ground. We're going to rock ourselves back and forth in this lizard pose. And then you're going to slowly pivot your left toes to your left, so bringing the heel down, and you're going to this time pivot your right toes to your left, and then up here with side lunge. So right knee is still bent here, and bring your hands together in front of your heart. Lift through the chest. If this is a really hard position for you, you can maybe stay on the ball of your feet, or you can even come to halfway up position. Release and bring your hands to the top of your mat. Pivot your toes to your right, and then slowly bring your right foot to the left edge of your mat. Knee down into pigeon pose. Release your left knee down, maybe slide it back, and stay on your hands and fingertips here. Lift the chest. Try to keep your hips square. Couple of breaths. Bringing your palms down and tuck your left toes under. You're going to lift up into downward facing dog. And with the next breath, lift your left leg up and back, 3-leg dog. Bend the knee, and this time sending the left heel to the right side of the room. Bringing your knee into your chest, place your foot down and lower your right knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, release your hand down and taking your twist. So left arm goes up. Release the hand down to the right side of your left foot. Walk the foot to the edge of your mat, so you've got more space again here. Tuck your right toes under into lizard pose. We're gonna rock ourselves back and forth, knees off the ground. And slowly transition into side lunge. So pivot your toes to your right, right heel down, and left knees bend, hands together in front of your heart, lift through the chest. Stay here, couple of breaths. Then bring your hands to the top of your mat, pivot your toes forward, and bring your left foot to the right side. Then taking your pigeon pose on your right side, slide your right knee back, stay on your fingertips. Make sure your hips are square. Coming on your palms, tuck your right toes under, lift your knee up to ground into downward facing dog. Rolling your toes, step forward, inhale, half elbow lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching your arms up, standing. Exhale, release the arms down. Take a step towards your right side. Keep the legs wide apart and toes looking outwards. And start to bend your knees. You can keep your hands on the knees here and sink down as much as you can. We are into goddess pose, so maybe you can here move here side to side. Try to keep your chest lifted, hips are quite low. Maybe you can bring your hands together in front of your heart. Another 2 breaths. and release. Bring your hands on your knees first and straighten the legs. Maybe bring them a little closer, and this time toes are looking inwards, and bring your hands down into wide leg standing forward fold. Pushing your hips high. Inhale, half up here, and walk your hands to the top of your mat and pivot your toes forward. Step back into plank, chaturanga, or all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly walk into your hands. Inhale, half up and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms up, standing. Exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale, half up and lengthen. Exhale, take your left leg back into high lunge. Bend your knee, arms up. Inhale. Exhale, elbows wide open in cactus shape. Lift through the chest. Inhale here. Exhale, release your hands down. We are taking wide leg pyramid pose, so straighten both legs. Maybe you can bring your belly towards your thighs. And bend your right knee into high lunge again. One more time. Inhale. And release your hands behind you, interlock your fingers. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale into humble warrior, so belly on your right thigh and pushing your arms forward. Release your hands all the way down, step back into plank, chaturanga, or all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your left leg forward into high lunge, arms up. Inhale. Exhale, elbows wide open, lifting through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands down into wide leg pyramid pose. So bring your maybe belly towards your thigh. And rebend your left knee into high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands behind you, interlock your fingers. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale into humble warrior. Push your arms forward. Release your hands down. Step back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And bringing yourselves into seated position. We're going to carry on with Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Sole of your feet together and bring your heels into your pelvis and holding your feet or your ankles or your shins, whatever you're comfortable, and lift the chest, shoulders relaxed and down. We'll hold here for 5. You can gently release and find an easy seated position. And resting your hands on your knees. Close your eyes and bring your attention to your breath. We're gonna take a simple 3 breaths here. So inhale through the nose, in your belly. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You can gently bring your hands in front of your heart. Open your eyes if they were closed. Thank you so much for joining me today. See you next time.